Good morning, afternoon, good evening, wherever you
Mhm.
are. You?
Yeah. Mhm. Afternoon for me. I'm in New York, so early afternoon. So yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Of course, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay, so I wanted to get started asking about coming back for the show's second season. What were you most looking forward to in revisiting this character and seeing the new scripts and storylines for him overall? What was that experience like in coming back and just jumping back into the character?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The first, the first part of your question, did you say climax?
What was your experience like looking forward to jumping back into the second season and really looking forward to like collaborating with everyone again and jumping back into the show? Mhm.
Got you, got you, got you. My apologies. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely looking forward to coming back to working on season two of Unprisoned and working with Carrie and Delroy and Folly and G and Brenda and Tracy and Yvette, the whole gang and Jordan. She's an icon and hilarious and just so talented. What I was looking forward to in terms of coming back and working with Mile is just his level of compassion and empathy and forgiveness. Because season one, I learned a lot from him in terms of forgiving people and especially forgiving myself in my own life. And I was really looking forward to getting back and doing this work because the show, it is art, but it's also a reflection of life and just all the people that are affected by incarceration in America and in the world. And so I think it's important and it's a fun show.
And how do you feel that your character has really changed from the first season into going into the second season? Have you seen like a big really shift in his character at all, or has he really stayed true to the first season? What was that experience like in really developing him throughout the second season?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest change, I guess, in Mal between season one and season two. I mean, he's someone who has always, had strong boundaries. He was firm on his yeses and also firm in his nos. This season, we get to see how he, stays committed to his purpose of really helping Edwin on his journey, even though things didn't necessarily work out the way he wanted them to with Paige in season one. So he's human,
Mhm.
that's for sure. And yeah, I think the biggest change or challenge this season is really him staying focused to doing the work with Edwin amidst the tragedy with Paige.
Mhm. And speaking about working your character with Paige and working with Carrie and just the rest of the cast, what has that experience been like overall and reuniting with everyone in the cast and really continuing those like dynamics and having some humor, but also touching on those serious subjects? Is that something that you'll all enjoy working on together as well?
Yeah, I mean, I adore this cast. One, I mean, again, it's Kerry Washington. Hello, Delroy
Mhm.
Lindo. Hello. These are some of my Mount Rushmore of actors in terms of people who I look up to as far as their art, their mastery, and their business savvy. And so, one, it's just been as with season one, season two. Just I felt like I was coming back to school. So much so that I would ask Carrie, I'm like, okay, class is back in session. So, I'm going on my list of all the things and things that I want to know in terms of how she operates, how she, stays committed to this work and how she moves and is able to do all these different things. So coming back to season two was really like feeling like a sophomore, my sophomore year in grad school for real. So I had a joy.
Mhm. And then, lastly, to wrap up, also, with the show really focusing on serious subjects, but also having a sense of humor, especially like in the first season, is that something that you all felt was important to continue in the second season, like balancing the humor with real life issues? What was that experience like, and kind of finding that dynamic?
Yeah, as with season one, there is that dynamic of uh, joy, pleasure, pain, just like real life, and so serious topics, serious subjects, as well as things that you can laugh at and because that is it's life, it's the yin and the yang. So I think this season there's still that same element, but just now we get to further expand on each character's personal journeys and their connections with each other. So kudos to the writers and to Tracy and to Yvette, our showrunner, for really making that a priority in season two.
Mhm. Okay, great. Thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. I appreciate